All right, weekend update coming to you from outside the training academy. Family day at the academy here. As you can see, the food trailer out behind us fed several hundred recruits, their families, and instructors. It was a great turnout, great event organized by Deputy Chief Bolness. Glad she's going to be finally in charge of recruit and retention again, because that's when we started getting really quality candidates, whether military or otherwise. Under the new first deputy in her 2 stints at recruit and retention. Just FYI, the nonsense that have been coming in here. Think about this. You get a recruit that washes out while they're in the academy and basically fired from the job. And what do? They bring them right back into the academy the very next cycle with the next class. Makes no sense whatsoever. Come on, Pete, you want to say hello real quick? I think everybody knows one of our our only CPD finest in City Council, Pete Chico, Alderman to the 10th Ward.
I want to say hello. Don't forget, you have aldermen on the city council that support you, me being one of them. Just keep the faith. We support you, we love you, and we know the work you do. Thank you, sir.
So, on the department nonsense. Tally. Really? Tally. Think about this. That first deputy spot has been open for 14 months roughly since the superintendent was named the top spot. So for 14 months, Tally's been the chief of IAD right under his nose. So either he absolutely doesn't know what he's doing and didn't realize that the right choice for first deputy was right there under his nose for 14 months, or City Hall told him what he was going to do, and his pledge to run the department his way is now out the window because he did what he was told, like a good soldier. Either way, it doesn't spell very good days ahead for CPD. The reality is, there is way too much scandal around the new first deputy. Should have never happened. And if the superintendent was going to run the department his way, he should have just named his own first deputy and dared the mayor's office to fire him. But that wasn't going to happen. Why? Because one of the biggest things the superintendent was given a feather in his cap and a pat on the back for was the DNC. Well, who was responsible for much of the planning of the DNC? It was the chief of counterterrorism, Dwayne DeVries. So while the superintendent took the victory lap and had Chief DeVries with him, DeVries apparently wasn't qualified to be first deputy of this department, but he was qualified to run a pretty much incident-free Democratic National Convention. And that was only one option, instead of caving into City Hall and doing what you're told. All the morale that was built up over the last year has pretty much just been washed away with this one decision, and you can't get away from it. It started with Hind being named the chief of patrol, and now Tally there. I can tell everybody, it's a sad day, because all communication from the department to the lodge has pretty much ceased to exist, like it did under Brown and Carter. It is the sequel all over again. Whether that command came from City Hall or not, I don't know, but I know the superintendent told me we were going to work together for the betterment of the membership. He doesn't take my calls, he doesn't respond to text messages, and the same even for other members of the staff at the FOP now. All because of the Weska funeral, where the superintendent insisted that the mayor needed to be invited to that funeral, more concerned about the mayor's feelings than one of our dead officers. It's disgusting, but that's the state of the current CPD department, and there's no escaping it now. Superintendent Snelling, you own this department and your decisions, and you're going to have to live with them. There'll be more to come on that going forward. Everybody have a safe rest of your weekend. Thank you.